Hey, it's Aisha. Welcome back, guys, to my channel. So, before I share with you what I want to share, let me ask you just simple questions. Are you struggling of improving your languages, whether everything in your life? Because today I really want to share with you the differences between smart people and average people thinking. So today I'm going to share with you 6 habits that average or smart people do that 90% of the people around you are not focusing about. This small habit that really can change your life. So if you're really curious to know them or apply them in your life, just keep watching the video. So the biggest change that changed normal people and smart people, it's actually number one, which is reading. So reading, it's one of the biggest skills that change your life into something really different. Let me ask you something. If you are reading, if you are kind of a person who read, who know exactly what I'm talking about, but if you are not kind of a person who are like reading, then I want you to pause here and think with me. We are feeding our brain to stay healthy, isn't we? So we eat every day to be in a good shape and to live this life. But what about your mind? How are you going to change the position, the situations you are, the place you've been through, all of that? How is it going to change? It's not going to change without thinking. So the thinking you need is you need to first to feed your mind. So in order to feed your mind, you need to read. That's it. That simple it is. Reading is so much powerful. And the more you do it, the more your brain with full with thinking and ideas that change your life take around you. Everything built with just one idea. So if you can able to think or you can able to give ideas, that means your mind is working normally. And if you're not giving any ideas in your day, I think you have to start reading. And I'm not talking about dive more in reading. It's as simple as that. Start with the simple things that you love. Whatever you are loving for, just read it. Just start feeding your mind as simple things. Exactly like we are a baby. We are eating small until we grow up. Exactly. This is the thing that feed your mind. And I think the craziest thing about our brain is not stop in some position of something. Whenever you start feeding it, it's gonna work with you. So there is no an average age or there is no different positions you have to come and then everything is destroyed. No, it's not. It's not totally that. All you have to do is you have to start or think about reading and apply it in your day in order to change your life. So maybe one of you guys were wondering, I'm a reader. I read a lot, but I'm not doing or I'm not seeing any progress in my life. You are right. You are reading and you are sure about that. But let me ask you something that maybe it will stopping you. If I ask you what you've been reading, how this affecting your mind, what's changed that make to you, that's exactly which is going to be number three, asking questions. And I think this is the most powerful thing that make the difference between normal people and smart people. They always have questions, even inside their brain. They always have a questions, whether they are reading book for their stories, whether they're reading for their educational, whatever they're doing, whatever, when anytime they read, they ask questions for the title or the things they've been reading. So have you ever sit and read things and then ask questions through what you are reading? I'm not asking you to ask a big questions. It's simple as that. Just ask simple question. What if it goes to another way? What is happening the opposite? What if I did this? What if I change that? What is going to be? So that simple questions will really fit your brain and also help you to become more curious about learning and improving. And I think that the biggest things that change your life, it's actually by asking questions, because with asking questions, you're helping yourself to find ideas. So the more you find ideas, the more you changing your life. And don't ever leave the questions in your mind and say the same things. I'm asking. No, you have to put actions. You have to find answers for your questions. Don't just leave your questions die in your mind. You have to live with it. You have to find solution. Ask people around you if you don't have any information. Maybe you can Google. Maybe you can just write it down for a month of time until you find the answers. Some answers, they are not as soon as you are asking, you're going to find the answers. But some questions, as long as you keep searching for them, you're going to find the answers. So take your time. And the most important things, whatever you read, at least ask yourself just one question. Believe me, it will really change your life. Number 3, the I did list. And I think the best things I can let you to understand what exactly I mean is actually by giving you example. And my example for you is, imagine that you are eating everything, whether it's a junk food, whether it's a fruit, vegetables, everything at once. How your stomach will going to feel that? Of course, you're going to have a difficult time sometimes, of course. And sometimes you're going to have a pain, and sometimes you have to visit the doctor. All this going to happen with just simple things you're doing or mistakes things you're doing. You are eating, but you are not eating wisely. You're just eating. You just keep eating anything. That's exactly what I mean by I did the list. Some people, they don't know what they want to do in their day. So they start their day, they finish something, they have to finish it yesterday. And for the new day, they don't know exactly what they want to plan or what their plan is going to be. And sometimes they take too much time to think about something new or something they want to change in their life. So the day is off and the day is done without making any progress. And some of them are making a lot of things, but they are not recognizing what exactly they're doing. And at the end of the day, they feel themselves so tired. And when they just pause and think about their day, they don't feel like they are making any progress. It's just the same day, the same routine every day. So that's exactly what I want you to focus about. I don't want you to spend the whole day just without recognize it. I want you to stop and pause and decide it from your heart what exactly you want to change or you want to do in your day. Just that it. That simple as this. Just write the at least three things that you have to do in your day. That's it. You don't have to be a big challenge or you have to write the whole things that you want to do in your day. No, it's just three things, the most important three things in your day. And believe me, at the end of the day, you will feel so satisfied with yourself, even if you don't do anything, at least these three things. This small habit, it really make a difference between a normal and smart people. Change your future without realizing it. How's that? Simple as that. Write your ideas. The more you write your ideas, the more you will help yourself to change your life. I'm really struggling with this, by the way. When I was busy in my day, and it's popped a wonderful idea in my mind. And I said to myself, okay, that's fine. Let me finish what I'm doing, and then I'm going to write it. Or maybe when I need it, I will remember it. And that's the foolish things I do, because it's just when I sit to write it, it just disappear. Like, I don't know what exactly I was thinking about. So it just vanished into thin air. There is no place to be found. That exactly the ideas. So the idea is like a bird that are flying on the sky or like a cloud. If you not caption it, it's going to disappear. It's going to other way. So when you need it, you're not going to find it. So the things that change your life, it's you have to write your ideas. And the more, even you are busy, that's why smart people have a wonderful things to do. They always have a notes within themselves. They always write ideas. Everything, every time the idea comes to them, they write it. And that's the small things that change average to smart. You have to write your idea as soon as it comes to your mind, because the idea is not having this time or a signal to you, or you just come out with nowhere. So you have to write them down anytime that apply to your mind. And with that simple things, everything starts to change around you. Just give it a try. And really, I applied this in my life and it's really changed my life. That's why I really recommend you to do it. Just do it. And you will have a big change in your life. Number 5 is watching educational videos. We all watching. We love watching. But the question is, what we are watching, it really help us to be smart, or it really help us to weak our mind. That's the most important things you have to ask anytime you are in front of the screen. Whatever you are watching, it's really flowing your mind or destroy your mind. So that will build your future. But through your watching, you know exactly what will be look like. So whenever you try to watch something, pause the video and ask yourself that this video will level up my mind or destroy my mind, because these things or this simple habit that really make a big difference in your future. And this is actually the most powerful thing that change mind, that change normal people from smart people. Like, take a look. Average people, when they watch something, they don't actually be close attention without any things to improve their mind. But in the other hand, smart people, when they see something, they don't change their life. They simply change it into something that feed their brain. So that's the most things or the simple things that smart people do and average people step away. So you have to pause every time you watch a video. So you see that smart people always use the screens as a tool, not as a something for just distractions. And whenever you're watching, knowledge without action is useless. So every time you're trying to watch anything, just pause for a second and ask yourself, this video will really help me to improve, or it will leave me at the same place. We save the best for the last one, which is actually blame your week. And this habit, it really separates from people who always busy and people who always protective, because at the end of the week, they know exactly what they spend their week for. And the busy people, they always struggling to find where they spend their time. And sometimes they are so harder even to plan the next week. They just spend their life without recognizing it. But smart people, they always know how the last week goes and how the next week will start. But if you don't do this, believe me, you will leave other to do it for you. So that's what separates so much smart people from a normal people. Normal people don't think about how they spend their week and how going to start their week again. I already mentioned that they sometimes start their day without even know what to do. So if you really wanted to have this habit that's changed you from a normal people to a smart people, you have to apply it in your life. And don't forget that smart people always think in one thing, and that's what changed their life. And the last things you have to know that smart people always live with purpose. So from today, stop living randomly and start living intentionally. So guys, if you close the video and do nothing about it, everything will stay the same. Your life will stay the same. Your thinking will stay the same. And your future will stay the same. So there is not going to be any result. But if you just take one habit and apply it daily, your life will start to change. And of course, it takes time, but you can do it. You will change slowly, but surely, because one step today, it's better than perfect plan tomorrow. So I think guys, we came to the end. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and share the video. And if you have any idea that you think it changed you and it helped others to change them, don't forget to mention it down below so we can make another video for that. And until then, I can say goodbye and have a nice day.